Hello, summoners, and welcome back to another video. Today, we will take a look at some basic points for wave management in Wild Rift. It is very important for you to be able to manage your lane because it is different from other mobile games. Laning is very much felt in Wild Rift. Wave management Wild Rift. For those of you who want to win lane easily, take it easy because there are methods that you can understand. Called wave management or lane management, you can make a profit for yourself just by adjusting the lane in the equilibrium. It is very important for you to be able to manage your lane because it is different from other mobile games. Laning is very much felt in Wild Rift. There needs to be balanced and also knowing when to push and when to reverse. Although it is not as bad as LoL. But in Wild Rift it is still very important too. Especially in higher ranks where you will play with enemies who are more experienced and understand more about the mechanics of this game. For those of you who really want to keep climbing the rank easily, understand what wave management is. Here, let's discuss what wave management is and what the optimal wave looks like during the laning phase. Different situations are different which one is best for you, especially for players who want to dominate the lane very easily and also win in farming. Before we discuss about management. First, we will talk about minions. There are overall 3 minions in the which will spawn throughout the game. First is melee minion. Second is caster minion, which is also called ranged minion, and then we have siege minion, which is also called cannon minion. Now, this is the chart that shows us about how much gold we earned through the last hit. This is hell a lot of difference. Last can make you earn more, and this gives ranged champions advantage. Minions spawn time. First is how the minions spawn. This is very important for you to learn. Minion or creep is the essence of laning phase. Your main goal for wave management is to set the tempo in this minion wave. It is very important that you understand the basics first. In Wild Rift, it's not that different from LoL. Minion lane will come out first at 1:05, in contrast to jungle which appears at 1 o'clock, 5 seconds faster. Understand the first seconds of this minion, because in the first minute you have to be ready. Starting from buying items to putting wards. This time gap is quite long, but don't take it easy. So interestingly, depending on where you are, it's also different when the creeps meet for the first time. The fastest mid lane because the lane position is straight and also shorter, making the mid lane very important to understand management. The side lane is a bit late for the minions to meet, but it's no less important. In contrast to LoL, the minions in Wild Rift are less likely to come out. This is the timing. From the first minute to 12 minutes 15 seconds. Every 25 seconds 2 melee minions and 2 caster minions will spawn. And on every third round 2 melee minion, 1 caster minion 1 siege minion will spawn. After 12 minutes 15 seconds. 12 melee minion, 1 caster minion 1 siege minion will spawn. And in every third round 2 melee minion and 2 siege minion will spawn. You have to know how they will play an important role in the laning phase later. Your minions can also get stronger. If you destroy your opponent's tier 3 tower, then your lane will be added with 1 more minion. These minions are called super minions. They are very strong and sick, different from other minions. If you kill the Baron, all the team members who are alive will get this Baron buff. This buff makes you strengthen minions near you. The buffs for minions are very diverse, making them even stronger. HP plus, ASPD plus damage plus, MVSPD, and others. Minion push. Minions will have an important role when doing push. Because you have to push your minions to the opponent's tower, the point is to absorb damage and inflict damage. As long as your game is rolling, the minions will continue to get stronger. Minions will get stronger based on the average level of your champion team, the turrets that fall, and also the Baron buff. You have to take this into account because if you are pushed and slumped in terms of level and turret, it will be very difficult to make a comeback if the enemy knows how to use it. To drive minions. Apart from pushing, minions are also very useful in the laning phase. There is a timer that you must pay attention to as well as the position of your minions because there are important things for you to master here. Unlike other mobile, in Wild Rift you have to shop for items at the base, you can't do it carelessly. Because of this, you have to go home to buy and then return to the lane in no time. With minion push you can take advantage of this. If you plan to go home and buy items, then push your minions. Quickly clearing the wave, the next minion wave that will come is still far away, you can use a few seconds or even minutes to go home. Proxy minion cut. You can also use several strategies to encourage minions. If generally you clean your opponent's minions quickly either through skill or damage areas, there is also something called a proxy. This proxy is somewhat different from other laning. If regular laning requires you to be behind a minion, then proxies are more aggressive. You have to intercept the opponent's minions, usually you enter between the opponent's tier 1 and 2 turrets to intercept the minions and quickly clean them up. This is because if you intercept the minion and immediately clean it, your opponent cannot hold your minion. Your minions will immediately break into the turret or have to be stopped by the opposing champion. Some of the advantages you get here are more aggressive pushing and also a high chance of losing your last hit. They will be difficult to last hit because the minions that are sometimes attacked by the turret damage are too high unless your opponent understands the tempo of the turret's damage to the minion. Minion target system aggro. In general, minions will continue to run until they meet opposing minions unless there are other targets while walking. But there is also a target system that you must pay attention to, especially in laning. In laning there is a priority of the minion system which will be very useful. You can abuse this if you have very high abilities. For those of you who are curious about how minion priority works, listen to this carefully. Minion priority. The enemy of champions attack friend champions. Enemy minions that attack friend champions. The enemy of minions attack friend minions. Enemy turrets attack friend minions. Enemy of champions attack friend minions. Nearest minions. The closest champion. It's actually quite simple. Let's say that if you are a threat then the minions will focus on you, and vice versa. This also applies to skills and spells. If you injure their guard champion, then the minion will aggro to the person threatening their champion. And there are some things that I forgot to tell you at first. A minion wave without a cannon minion will have 262 gold. And a minion wave with cannon minion will have 337 gold in total. And things to remember: a turret will need 5 hit to kill a melee minion. And will respectively need 3 to 4 shots to kill a caster minion. And whopping 9 shots to kill a cannon minions. This video has already been too long to continue. So in tomorrow's video we will begin part 2, which will have types of wave management. The reason was I could complete the whole thing in one day. If you want to see more about this then comment down below and subscribe to my channel for more of the same content. And I will bring more this type of content. And hope you guys like this and learn something from this. If you have any issues regarding this then do contact me on Instagram. Or you can contact me on Twitter. Or you may join our Discord and get help from our lovely members. So, this much for today's video. And hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Bye bye, have a nice day.